we've got brand new updates on everyone's favourite suspected murderer, Luigi Mangione. Is he the first big name to spark legal scandal thanks to a backpack? When video and images were first released of UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson's murder, online sleuths immediately noticed one small detail. The killer looked like he was wearing a Peak Design Everyday V1 backpack. Police also believe it matches the backpack they found abandoned in Central Park after the shooting. Since this revelation, platforms like Threads and TikTok are popping off with conspiracies that Peak Design traced the bag's owner using the serial number on the bag and are accusing the company and its CEO of snitching. But how did we go from "that's a cool backpack" to illegal sharing of information? Are we simply witnessing a perfect storm of internet paranoia? And is this just the latest in a slew of theories surrounding Luigi Mangione?
Insult the intelligence of the American people.
It started on Thursday when Peak Design CEO Peter Deering said to The Times that he had called the NYPD tip line as soon as he identified the bag and promised to do whatever possible to identify the shooter, including talking to Peak Design's legal team to find out what he could share with police. Understandably, with the amount of support and sympathy for Luigi Mangione, people did not take Peter's comments well. First of all, people thought it was gross that the CEO called the cops right away in the first place, snitch vibes, but people also have started returning their Peak Design bags en masse, and the situation has raised questions about customer privacy.
Don't mind me, I'm just going through my daughter's backpack before I donate it to make sure that there are no serial numbers attached to it, because the next owner may or may not commit a crime using said backpack, and then the CEO of the maker of the backpack will call the police and ask for the serial number and then turn me in.
People began accusing Peter and Peak Design of sharing private information with authorities without a subpoena or a warrant, and that this illegally shared information was used to track Luigi to his arrest. But is there any truth to this new theory? According to Peter Deering, no, there isn't. On Friday, Peak Design released a statement on their website responding to the allegations, saying, "Peak Design has not provided customer information to the police and would only do so under the order of a subpoena. We cannot associate a product serial number with a customer unless that customer has voluntarily registered their product on our site." The statement goes on to say that the serial numbers on the V1 Everyday backpack were not unique or identifying. We did not implement unique serial numbers until V2 iterations of our Everyday backpack. But this has done literally nothing to quell online speculation. In fact, it made it all worse, and multiple creators and others online are picking the statement apart and accusing the company of lying. So what I'm seeing here on this statement is a couple of things. One is, we don't have any customer information unless you already gave it to us, in which case we totally do. But what does this mean? And how would this information actually lead anyone to Luigi in the first place? Let's break this down a bit. Just for example's sake, say a customer who, in this scenario, we will just name Mario for no particular reason whatsoever. Say Mario bought a backpack and registered it for a warranty. This will require personal information like his name, address, phone number, age, email address, and the serial number of the product. In those very particular circumstances, it would be entirely possible that the company's CEO saw the backpack, panicked, looked up that information and shared it with police. And this is what people online are accusing the company of. Is it possible though? I mean, what if Mario sold the bag to someone else or purchased it secondhand? According to Greg Ewing, a data privacy attorney in Washington, D.C., if a product is sold and not re-registered, information could be tracked to whoever first made the purchase. So it is entirely feasible that if the police had this information, they could have tracked down Luigi from his bag. But there is currently no evidence that this is the case, and also no evidence that his arrest was illegal in any way. It's entirely online speculation. But this has not stopped the flames of conspiracy. People are going as far as to question the arrest itself, especially after it emerged that the alleged tipster might not be eligible for the advertised $60,000 reward money. There's a few reasons for this. One is just taxes. Another is that allegedly up to 30 tips were considered helpful, so that prize money may be split between them. It's also due to the fact that the employee called 911 instead of the special tip line, which many are saying makes them ineligible for the reward. That money may also take a long time to get to the alleged tipper. It doesn't work like, oh, what's your bank account number? Here's some money, thank you. This line of thought about Luigi's arrest and lack of reward money led to theories that authorities don't have a tip line call or 911 call of someone genuinely dobbing Luigi in. And they think that either the backpack guy shared information without a subpoena, or that authorities used AI or other tracking means to locate him. All of this is simply speculation, but I've watched enough SVU to know that if Luigi's lawyers can successfully argue that the arrest was obtained illegally, then the prosecution can't use anything post to that arrest as evidence. So that would include the gun and the IDs. This is probably just wishful thinking though from Luigi's many supporters who want to see him released, and Peak Design might just be the current scapegoat for online conspiracy theorists. Conspiracy theories in general have been around forever, but social media has fueled their massive explosion, especially in the last decade. A Forbes summary of a study from Applied Cognitive Psychology says conspiracy theories are often not just the result of people being misled or duped, but expressions of deeper feelings of powerlessness. This is very relevant and surely coming into the picture here. Obviously, people have a deep anger and discomfort with corporate America, their privacy, and the state of medical insurance. The backpack theory is just one of many gaining traction online right now. Unfortunately, this new theory has resulted in threats of violence towards Peak Design and its employees. The CEO Peter shared, "There is misinformation being shared on social media that has triggered many serious threats for the safety of not only me, but our employees as well." If we look at this from the other angle, the angle that Peak Design did nothing except make a cool bag and then say, hey, we made that bag, then this situation ending in threats of violence is quite a scary escalation. Back to SVU though, Luigi has a new lawyer and his supporters are hoping she will make their dreams come true and set Luigi free, but we'll talk about it more later in the week. As the mysteries surrounding Luigi Mangione's arrest continue to unfold, two things are clear. The line between privacy, corporate responsibility, and law enforcement is blurrier than ever, and Luigi's popularity continues to grow. They're even showing his pictures in clubs and making dance remixes of stuff he said. Whether Peak Design's involvement is as innocent as they claim and they're simply victims of this week's biggest theory is yet to be seen. What is certain though is that this case has ignited a firestorm of conspiracy theories, legal questions, and a growing distrust of how far companies can and should go in aiding law enforcement. This is going to be a real saga in court, but as of right now, Luigi's fate is still unknown.